When we designed Pro Trainings, we designed it especially to fill the gap of the set in stone, more pragmatic trainings to be not only compliant, but to also be practical. Because if the training's not practical, if it's not real life, then it fails to meet you where you live. It fails to meet the needs that everyday people might have. And I've had mothers come to me and say, you know, the reach, the throw, we understand that, but what about when something's out of the ordinary? What if it's atypical? What if they're not thrashing around? What if it's something as simple as a small child being on a step and they're in the shallow end, but then they slip off the step or they hop off the step. And now they're in a shallow end, but the water's over their head and they don't even know how to flail. What if all they're doing is they're under the water and they're looking up, and if they weren't noticed, they would drown. And it's so important for us to take a practical application and say, you know, that can happen so fast that we have to always be aware of where the children are at all times, that our eyes are never off from them. If you ever watch professional lifeguards at a water park, they have to scan the pool all the time within a certain amount of time. It's so vital that we understand that they are in a risky environment. And if we don't watch them, they could drown before we even realize that they're missing. So in a shallow end, it's the exception to the rule, but of course you would go in as an adult, you can touch the bottom of the pool, and you would have to scoop that child up. You would have to bring them out of the water. So I don't want us to get so locked into what's compliance and what's protocol that we forget about the common sense of seeing a child in need and knowing how to help them. Be aware. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Stay alert, and let's keep our precious loved ones alive.